morning, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Baking Commotions with Ms Nevotion. Come on in. Thank you for joining us today. So our recipe that we're going to be working on today is called No-Bake Oat Bar. So I don't have a mixer here. We're actually just going to be using the stove top for this recipe. So no-bake oat bars, what you'll need is 3 cups oats, 1 cup semi-sweet chocolate chips, a half a cup of brown sugar, a half a cup of peanut butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and then 1 cup of butter. And I also have my pan prepared here. So it's a 9-inch pan, and you want to make sure that that's lightly greased. So let's move to the stove. Okay, so you're going to need 2 saucepans for this recipe, 1 large one and a smaller one as you see here. So let's start with the large one. So you're going to want to put your 2 cups of butter in here. Your butter can be frozen because you're going to melt it, so don't worry about if it's soft or not. So go ahead and get that melting. You usually want to keep it on low here so you don't burn the butter, and then it'll take some time to melt. So as that is starting to melt, on the other side here, you're going to want to start to melt your chocolate chips. Again, you want to keep that on low and ensuring that you're ensuring that the chocolate doesn't burn. So I'm just going to go over here and give this a quick stir. Chocolate melts pretty quickly, and you just want to make sure it's all the way on low so that it doesn't burn. All right, so that's good there. Here. It looks like our butter's pretty good here. So once your butter is melted here, then you're going to add your half a cup of brown sugar, and your 1 teaspoon vanilla. Then just mix that together. Just want to keep mixing that until it's well blended. And as that's heating up still, I'm going to go check my chocolate again here. This one is a multitasking recipe, but it's pretty simple. So my chocolate is looking really good on this side, so I'm actually going to go ahead and add my peanut butter now. It's a half a cup of peanut butter. I'm just going to make sure that that heats up and mixes well. So again, I'm going to let that one simmer for a little bit and go back to my large one. So this one is looking good, really blended, it's mixed well. So now what I'm going to do is add my oats. So you can dump them all in there at one time. That's just fine. We're going to mix that in all together here. And when you're mixing, what you want to make sure is that the oats are really coated well with that mixture. So you kind of got to stir it, flip it around a little bit, mix it in there. You just want to make sure they're all really well coated, because this is what's going to keep your bars together. So if it's not coated well, your bars will fall apart. So again, just mixing that together well. I'm going to let that sit for 1 second. Go back to my peanut butter and chocolate. So mix that. That's melting and mixing really well together here. So you just want to, again, stir this to make sure this is well blended and mixed together. This is going to be your filling of your bar. All right, that looks really good. A couple more stirs here. All right, so since that's melted really well, I'm actually going to turn the heat off, but leave it on that burner, and go back to my large saucepan here. Give it one more mix. All right, now we're ready to prepare the bars. All right, so the first thing that we want to do is we're going to put half of our oats mixture on the bottom. That is going to be the bottom half of your bar. So just kind of, I usually just kind of eyeball it, right, for half of it. So you just pour that in there. All right, so that looks pretty good. A little bit more here. All right. And then what you're going to want to do is take the back of a spoon here and just press down really nice and firm so that the oats are together, and then it builds a really nice solid bottom layer of your bar. All right, that looks good. Now we're just gonna add the mixture. This is your chocolate and peanut butter. I'm gonna give it one more stir here. And you just wanna pour that evenly over your bars. All right, once you got that in there, you're just gonna move that around gently so you don't hit the oats. Trying to get that even as possible. Smells delicious. Okay, so we got that, and then you're just gonna top with the remainder of your oats. Then just try to get this evenly across here so that you have a nice top crust to your bar, or top layer to your bar. And this will firm up when it's gonna be in the fridge here. That's our last step here. So this will all firm up and create a really nice, yummy bar. So you wanna just try to even this out on top here. So again, that you have a nice top layer to your bar. Very lightly so you're not digging into the chocolate as well. So that looks good. And again, I'm gonna go back to my spoon here and just press down, not super hard, but we wanna make sure that the oats are in the chocolate. So that again, it all stays together and we have a nice top layer of our bar. And then it's all even. And there you go. All right, baby, ready?
Of course I am.
Let me know what you think of the no-bake chocolate oat bars. Dun dun dun. They're gluten-free too.
I like this.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Thumbs up?
Extra thumbs up. Double thumbs up.
All right, thanks, babe.
That's good.
All right, and there you have it. Until next time, this is Baking Commotions with Ms Nevotion. Have a great week.